Good day, everyone. I am Hannah Erica G. Montera, and I will tackle about the organizing for promoting interactions of self-directed professionals, organizing for innovation, and organizing for performance at the design manufacturing interface.
Enhancing corporate performance by organizing. Organizing for promoting interaction of self-directed professionals. In today's service organizations, professionals play an increasingly important role. The major duties they perform are to interact with their professional peers in order to produce and exchange knowledge and to drive excellence in economies of scale and scope. Each professional is expected to have 5,000 bilateral relationships. Such relationships are the key power bases or core competencies of consulting professionals. Companies adopt several techniques to promote interactions. 1. Organize line organizations according to service, functions, geographies, or customers, while eliminating matrix or ad hoc organizational structures. 2. Segregate support function from line organizations. 3. Establish enterprise-wide formal networks to promote collaborations. 4. Separate managers who care about short-term operational results from professionals who devote efforts to long-term development work, allowing the professionals to wander in the woods in trying out new initiatives. And 5. Allow top-level managers to make decisions to balance the short and long-term resource allocation problems. Once the interactions between self-directed professionals are established, companies will still need to organize toward building collaborative advantage. Collaboration is manifested in sharing knowledge and joint development of new products and services. The inter-unit collaboration, which leverages dispersed resources, will be the key driver for competition beyond the economies of scale and scope. There exist four barriers to inter-unit collaboration. 1. Lack of willingness to seek input and learn from others. Some people reject ideas, knowledge, and inventions developed elsewhere. Number 2. Inability to seek and find expertise. They do not know where the experts are. In this respect, the use of connectors, tenured employees who know where experts are may help. Number 3. Not willing to help. These people tend toward hoarding of expertise due to conflicts of interest. These behaviors can be changed by performance evaluation policies and promotion criteria. 4. Inability to work together and transfer tacit or specific knowledge. In this instance, job rotation may help. Companies need to pay attention to the factors that undermine fruitful collaboration between units. There are three preferred forms of organization that promote exchange of ideas among self-directed professionals. 1. Offline teams. It is maybe set up across the functional disciplines to stimulate communication. Number 2. Knowledge and talents marketplaces. Knowledge marketplace advocates the exchange of knowledge and promotes the trading of knowledge objects between buyers and sellers, while talent marketplace allows professionals to change jobs so that they will naturally interact over time with different people within the organization. 3. Networks. It needs to be formalized in order to effectively promote knowledge exchange. Networks determine which ideas become breakthroughs by Ozzie and Dunlop on 2005. They deliver three unique advantages. 1. Private information. People make judgments based on both public and private information. Public information is easily available, but it offers no competitive advantages. Private information is derivable from personal contacts, although its value depends on the trust that exists in the relationships. 2. Access to diverse skill sets. Networks allow access to the multiple skills needed for today's complex world. According to Linus Pauling, the best way to have a good idea is to have a lot of ideas, which he attributes his innovative access to his diverse contacts. Number 3, power. Networks allow information brokers to link specialists with trustworthy and informative ties. For networks to be useful, they need to be composed of people with diverse views and experiences. Professionals tend to connect with others based on either the self-similarity or proximity principle. The self-similarity principle states that professionals tend to connect with others who share similar views. The proximity principle says that professionals are likely to form networks with those who work in nearby units or geographies. In relation to broad-based perspectives, networks that are formed on the self-similarity or proximity principles do not always provide the divergent background, experience, views, and insights needed to be valuable. According to Uzi and Dunlap 2005, the best approach is to use the shared activities principle, which involves looking for network partners in sports team, community service ventures, interdepartmental initiatives, voluntary associations, for-profit boards, cross-functional teams, and charitable foundations, and creating strong bonds of loyalty within these diverse groups. Next is organizing for innovation. Some companies are more focused than others on developing and sustaining corporate competitiveness by nurturing innovation. Innovation can be affected by company structure. According to Chesbrough and Peace in 2002, there are two types of inventions: autonomous and systemic inventions. Autonomous inventions are those that can be pursued independently of other inventions. For example, inventions related that can be pursued independently of other inventions related to automobiles, to which turbochargers are applied for boosting power output. Similar relationships exist between filters and air conditioners, motors and compressors, and color print films and analog cameras. Second is the systemic inventions, those that must be advanced in close coordination with others. So example, including the development of product design, supplier management, and information technology for lean manufacturing and films, and cameras for instant photography. Organizing a company structure to be virtual means that all non-core functions are typically outsourced. These virtual companies from supply chain partnerships and business alliances to advance manufacture, mar- market distribute, and support their offerings. They use incentives, sign-up bonuses, stock options to attract highly trained independent inventors to generate breakthrough inventions. Vertically organized companies are those that have rigid hierarchical organizational structures. They maintain control of all functions and typically have well-established procedures for settling conflicts and for planning all activities that promote innovations. Systemic inventions require information sharing and adjustments, which these vertically integrated companies can readily promote and safeguard. However, they cannot offer the high incentives that virtual companies use to attract independent inventors. As a consequence, they may not be able to access top-level talent for creating an inventions. At the invention type, changes gradually from purely autonomous to purely systemic. The company should consider intermediate forms of organizations such as alliances, joint ventures, and collaboration with autonomous divisions. So nowadays, few companies can afford to develop all needed technologies internally. A mix of approaches is usually adopted. Some technologies are developed in-house to serve as the core part of the value chain. Other less critical ones are typically purchased outright or acquired. through license, partnership, and alliance. Over the long run, however, key value added advances will need to come from within. So the last one is organizing for performance at the design manufacturing interface. Conflicts are known to exist at the interface between product design and manufacturing. These conflicts cause frequent cost overruns and product introduction delays. In countless traditional companies, the product design group signs off on the design and then they threw it over the wall. The group responsible for manufacturability takes over and re-examines the design for cost-effective mass production. Although product design may have focused on performance and aesthetics, manufacturing looks after production efficiency. Also, contributing to these conflicts are other factors such as funding periods for design and manufacturing that do not overlap. 2. Differences in education between design and manufacturing staff. And 3. Offices that are not at the same location. Some of these difficulties may be removed by way of organizing. Organizational options for improving the design manufacturing interface include the following. Institute a manufacturing sign-off. Manufacturing has veto power over the final product design. Software programs are available to calculate a product producibility score for checking on manufacturability. Second one is appoint an integrator who performs liaison work between design and manufacturing and offers a balanced view. Third, form a cross-functional team composed of members of design and manufacturing, with the final authority resting with the engineering department. The use of such cross-functional teams is known to have significant benefits, such as assuring compatibility between the design and manufacturing processes, saving time, simplifying the design process, and reducing design changes. Lastly, combine the manufacturing process and product design into one department. In general, if the company's culture is conducive to absorbing organizational changes, then the organizational options for the team or combined department are to be preferred. However, if the products and manufacturing processes are fixed, then the organizational options of the sign-off or integrator tend to make more sense. So that's all. Thank you.